Hi, second graders, it's Wendy, and I'm back to do another art project with you today. So it's springtime, so we're going to do a springtime art project. In spring, we plant seeds to grow vegetables. So today, we're going to do a drawing of vegetables growing underground. These vegetables, most of them are root vegetables, meaning that the vegetables that are growing are actually roots of these plants, except for potatoes. Potatoes are actually something called a tuber. They grow underground as well. So it's kind of a fun one because we're going to draw the vegetables in the soil with their leaves above ground. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my camera so we can switch over to begin drawing. Okay, so we're going to start drawing, and the supplies that we're going to need are our usual supplies of a white piece of construction paper, some crayons, a black Sharpie, although you can use a black crayon to make your outlines, or if you prefer, you can first start with a pencil and then trace over them with a black crayon or a black marker after. So we're going to start with drawing our vegetables, and we'll start here on the left side with an onion, and then we're going to draw our potatoes and our carrots. We're going to draw some radishes, and we'll add a little worm there underground. Okay, so let's start over here with our onion, and basically onions are pretty round. And that is our onion growing underground. Okay, and I am going to draw some leaves growing out at the top. Kind of a little pointy at the ends. Then I'm going to draw a couple little lines like that. Okay, we have our onion. Next, we're going to draw our potatoes. So to do this, I'm going to start by drawing a large potato here. And remember, potatoes aren't perfectly round or anything like that. You're just going to make some kind of oval shapes like this. And do another one up here. Like that. Maybe another one down here. And then all the potatoes are connected by roots. I'm going to start drawing some roots here. Just like that. I'm going to try to connect them all. Plant, which is growing above ground up here. Make a stem. And then I'm going to draw some leaves, kind of like this. Another one over here. Going off the plant right there. So we'll just draw some leaves at the top of your plant. Like that. And do some little lines on your leaves in the middle. Just like that. Okay, next we'll make a couple of carrots. So generally we're going to draw our ground in kind of after we draw our vegetables in. So try to keep them, my potato plant is a little higher than my onion plant, but that's okay. So you're going to draw your line in after. You keep your vegetables that are growing underground, the root vegetables, and the top of the plant with the leaves above ground. Okay, so next, I'm going to draw a carrot right here. Like that. I'm going to draw another smaller carrot next to it. like that. I'm going to draw some little lines in there. And on this side. Some little lines. Okay. And then I'm going to draw the leaves again above ground. Each plant, making the leaves slightly different to look more like the different types of leaves that grow in these different kinds of vegetables. So I just drew some lines, kind of wavy lines going up straight for the carrots, and then I'm going to make kind of smaller, thinner, pointy leaves, just kind of going back and forth like this along my stems, like that. Do that with each of these stems. You don't have to be perfect. So all the way down each stem. Just kind of go back and forth, alternating, drawing little thin leaves on either side, all the way down. Like that. I'm going to draw the line for my ground across here. And then I'm going to stop and I'm going to leave some room to draw couple of radishes in. So radishes are kind of more in this shape. There's one. I'm going to draw another next to it here, just like that. And then I'm going to draw their leaves. I'm going to draw some tall baby stems on these. Just like that. And then their leaves, I'm going to start at the top, kind of go a little round. Then kind of make these wavy lines with their leaves. I'm going to do that with each of the stems. Here. Some leaves here for this bush. Like that. I'm going to make some smaller lines inside my leaf, with each of my leaves, like that. The veins of the leaves. There we go. Then I'm going to finish drying where my ground is. With my root vegetables under and their stems with their leaves above the ground. And I have a little space here. I'm going to add in a little earthworm. So I'm going to start with just drawing a curved wavy line like that. I'm going to go back up. And a second line next to the first for the earthworm's body, like that. I'm going to add some little lines to show the segments of the worm's body all the way down. In the soil, where you're growing vegetables and plants, often if you dig in there, you'll find earthworms. And earthworms actually really help to improve the soil to help grow nice, healthy vegetables. The earthworms add nutrients to the soil, and they aerate the soil, which means they add air in, which really helps your plants grow. Okay, so we have our drawing, and now what we're going to do is we're going to color it in. So, let me show you my picture here. These are some of the colors that I used, although it's a little hard to see the colors with my camera. But for my onion, I used just a pale kind of peachy brown, and a little bit of a deeper beige for my potatoes, orange for my carrots, and then kind of a pinkish red for my radishes. And then I used I actually lightly colored my soil black, and then over that I used a brown to give it some deeper color. And then I used some different greens for my leaves above, and I colored my sky blue. And my earthworm, I did kind of a little bit of a kind of deep, little bit of a deeper red color, pinkish color. Okay, so you can start coloring your picture just like mine. So thanks for joining me today doing spring art. This is Frankie. She's my neighbor's dog who I'm dog sitting, and she was sitting on my lap the whole time. Anyways, I hope you had fun. Bye.